clearly today testifies that we stand tall among India's most trusted mutual fund houses, managing 26 schemes across equity, debt, and even hybrid categories with assets over rupees 1,110 billion. You want to clap for that? Yes, why not? Now, as Canara Robeco, our legacy stands on three very strong pillars, namely prudence, performance, and partnership. With very, very deep roots in Indian banking, global insights from Oryx, the company has earned the trust of millions of investors over the last 3 decades across generations because our motto has been of helping people participate in India's growth story and journey. So as India's second oldest asset management company, we continue to deliver a very steady performance while we're making sure that we remain true to our core and our values, which is combining Indian values with international standards of excellence. A beautiful marriage. Today's listing, my dear friends, is yet another similar step forward towards greater transparency. We're talking about stronger governance and long-term value creation. This morning really is a reflection of the trust and the belief that we share so well with our investors, with our partners, and with the overall community over the last so many years. Now, as we celebrate this very beautiful moment, a very warm welcome and heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished guests and dignitaries. Joining us today is Shri Krishnan Iyer, Senior Vice President, NSC. We're also joined by Shri K. Satyanarayana Raju, Managing Director and CEO, Canara Bank, and Chairman, Canara Robeco AMC. Also joining us is Kiyoshi Habiro-san, CEO, Oryx Corporation Europe, and we can clap for all of them as we welcome them warmly. Welcome. Shri Hardeep Singh Ahluwalia, Executive Director, Canara Bank, is with us. Shri Bhavendra Kumar, Executive Director, Canara Bank. Also joining us is Mr. Tim Van Hest and Yokoyama Hideaki-san, the senior management team from Oryx Corporation Europe. We also have with us the honor of having managing directors and CEOs of various PSU banks, and of course the Mancom members, all of our staff members of Canara Robeco AMC, whose hard work and dedication has truly made this morning possible. Can we have a huge round of applause for all of you? Thank you. So once again, a very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for being here and witnessing this historic milestone in our journey of growth and gratitude. My dear friends, we're going to begin the ceremony just like we do it in our country by lighting this beautiful, auspicious ceremonial lamp. And as I invite our dignitaries to do the honors, I'm going to invite all of you to take the next couple of seconds, invoke whichever the higher power you believe in, that this lighting of the lamp may be lighting off this brand new path towards growth, progress, and continued trust and innovation. Requesting our dignitaries, Shri Krishnan Iyer, Shri K. Satyanarayana Raju, Kiyoshi Habiro-san, Shri Vijay, Shri Rangan, Chairman, Canara Bank, Mr. Tim Van Hest, CRO at Oryx Corporation Europe and also Director at the Canara Robeco Board, Shri Y.N. Rao, Chairman of CRMF Trustee Board, Shri Rajneesh Narula, Managing Director and CEO, Canara Robeco AMC, Ms. Hilda Faber, COO, Canara Robeco AMC. Requesting all of our dignitaries to please do the honors.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada.
And with that, my dear friends, we officially kick off with the listing ceremony of Canara Robeco AMC. Thank you to all of our dignitaries for doing the honors. Thank you very much. Please take your seat. And to commence today's proceedings, it is my privilege to welcome on stage the Managing Director and CEO, Investment Banking, GM Financial Limited. Ms. Dasgupta and her team have been instrumental in steering this process with a certain commitment, strategic foresight, and market insight. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Sonia Dasgupta.
Thank you. Very good morning. I'll try to keep up the energy levels of Xenia. Hard to keep that up, but I will try. Very, very warm welcome to all of you. I can only say that this really feels like, having your baby born. Sorry, analogy which a lot of parents will only identify. And I can see the trepidation from the parents, the shareholders, and I can only assure you, having worked with your baby for the entire IPO, you have a very, very successful franchise that you have created, and a loud round of applause to the shareholders and the management team for having created this fantastic franchise. Clearly, on behalf of all the book running lead managers, I can take the liberty to say we've had a fantastic experience working with the entire team. As we all know that there are AMCs and there are AMCs. This is not the first AMC that will be listed, it's the fifth. But we are extremely confident about the great future that lies ahead. And I'll tell you one of the few reasons that excited us when we took this journey and when we met all the investors, institutional, retail, as well as HNI. This is one of the premier franchises coming from the house of Canara Bank, one of the largest banks, one of the best performing state-owned banks in the country. So a great parentage supported by a very strong another co-parent in Oryx, which has guided them both on risk as well as return, and every metric between that. India itself is the place to be, with huge tailwinds in this industry, complete underpenetration. Though we see a large tailwinds of SIPs and mutual fund inflows, we believe this is just the beginning. The entire median age of this country is just 29 years. Financialization of savings has just started. And despite that, the AUM to GDP is just 20%, which in most countries is more than 100%. So rest assured, there is a great future waiting to be tapped. Canara Robeco AMC themselves, with more than 1 lakh crore AUM, one of the largest equity AUM mixes and one of the largest retail AUM, very, very granular AUM mix. We see a fabulous moat for this company's stock price to continue to rally. And a testament of that, well, was at the IPO. 7 lakh applications. Loud round of applause, please. Issues subscribed close to 10 times. With the Quib bucket oversubscribed more than 25 times. On this note, I would like to wholeheartedly congratulate Rajneesh and his team, and also, of course, the key shareholders, Canara and Oryx Corporation, in building such a fabulous franchise. It has indeed been our privilege to be part of this journey. And I would like to sincerely thank all the investors for endorsing and believing in Canara Robeco AMC's story. Of course, I will be amiss in not thanking a lot of other teams that played a great role, starting from the regulators, SEBI, NSE for hosting and allowing us and creating such a beautiful ceremony. Again, all the other book running lead managers, the broking community, the registrar, the PR agency, the bankers, the councils, for their contribution to making this IPO a success. With that, I'd just like to end wishing the management team of Canara Robeco AMC all the very best in the coming years. And we are confident you will continue to deliver for all the new shareholders that have joined you, just as you have delivered for your existing ones. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Dasgupta. I must say, on behalf of everyone in the room, that's a very encouraging and a positive address, and we're equally looking forward to it. Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves, because it is time for me to invite on stage our next speaker, under whose leadership we continue to lead as India's financial ecosystem, with a commitment, of course, to innovation, to integrity, and to inclusion. And it is such a privilege that he's here today. Please join me in welcoming Managing Director and CEO, Canara Bank, and Chairman, Canara Robeco AMC, Sri K. Satyanarayana Raju. Welcome, sir.
Good morning to all of you. I myself will restrict myself to the only welcoming speech, not going beyond that because of the time constraint, whatever it is there. First of all, my sincere gratitude to the management of the National Stock Exchange for giving me this great opportunity to stand before you on this memorable occasion. I also welcome our partner in progress, Kiyoshi Habiro, representing the Oryx. I also welcome our non-executive chairman from the Canara Bank, Sri Vijay Srirangan sir, and the board of directors from Canara Bank, and board of directors and trustees from the Canara Robeco AMC Limited, and especially the MD. He has taken a lot of pain for our dream comes true, Sir Rajesh Narula and their entire team. Really, it's a great moment for all of us. Let me say my sincere thanks to one of the person that first he has created this idea in my mind when I had taken the charge as a chairman of this company. When I attending that was the first meeting as a chairman of the company, then first I had a pre-meeting interaction with my then executive director, Sri Devashish Mukherjee. He is with us. What the innovative thing we can do for that. Then he has told, sir, let us try for the listing, 2 of our subsidiaries. If we can do that, it's a great achievement in our tenure. So we thought that, okay. And it's not that the only to create the promoters this value. First, you should understand the logic behind that, why he has told. If we don't list, we can't give it back to the staff who are working in this Canara Robeco AMC Limited. It will be with the promoters only. How to reward them? It's not only the salaries or the variable pay what we are giving to them. How to make those people who have built this great organization for the last 30 years, to make them as a part of the promoters. That's the thought process actually. If you want to give ESOP to this, the entire the hard-working people from the Canara Robeco, the AMC, we thought that this is one of the way, if we go for the listing, we can offer the ESOP, and I am sure now you are all enjoying with that ESOP. This is actually the logic behind that. It's not only the creation of the value for the promoters. Of course, as an MD or as a representative from the Oryx, we have commercial thought process. We don't say that we are totally that. But the commercial decision behind that, there is a human touch also, that you people should understand that. And I am sure with the helm of affairs, the Mr. Rajesh Narula and the trustees and the chairman, Nageshwara sir, and all the board members and the trustees, this company will go far away. And I am sure they also should overtake the Canara Bank, because Canara Bank's market cap has increased in just 2.5 years from 48,000 crores to 1,17,000 crores in just 2.5 years. An increase of 70,000 crores in just 2.5 years. Take a clue from that, sir, by ensuring so that you and your team can work for the welfare and the richness of the investors who have kept their confidence on us. And I assure you as a chairman of this company that the good governance and the transparent governance from the board, it will be there to protect the investor community. I also my sincere thanks to media and the analysts or the investor community who are all presenting here. Thank you one and all.
Sri Satyanarayana Raju, thank you very much, sir, for being present here, for sharing your thoughts with us this morning. We share in your excitement as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to welcome on stage Kiyoshi Habiru-san, CEO, Oryx Corporation, Europe. Oryx's international expertise and their partnership have been very central to this growth, and so we're excited to hear from you. Please.
Good morning. I'm honored to stand before you on this memorable occasion that marks the new chapter of a great success story of Canara Robeco. I appreciate everyone here, especially the management and employees, and our excellent partner, Canara Bank. I'm grateful to Rajneesh for your leadership and to Raju for your vision that took us where we are. And I want to extend my special thanks to Mukherjee. And because of everyone's effort, come today that we celebrate the IPO on the prestigious National Stock Exchange of India. It's my firm belief that asset management is a wonderful business as it helps allocate capital for corporations and spread wealth being created for ordinary people who invest their money in the market. And Canara Robeco helps it work. Canara Robeco has a great management team and honest, dedicated employees passionate to serve our clients and meet high standards. That is demonstrated by the fact that Canara Robeco is one of the fastest growing asset management company in India. The IPO is a big milestone, yet it is just a new beginning. Its story continues, and I'm confident with its good people and culture, Canara Robeco continues to grow, provide good services for clients, create values for stakeholders, and contribute to Indian economy. Thank you once again for being a part of this historic moment. Thank you.
Habiru-san, thank you very much for your words of encouragement and partnership, and thank you for giving us direction in a way that we've been able to blend global discipline with Indian dynamism so beautifully. Thank you very much. It is my privilege to now welcome on stage Sri Rajneesh Narula, Managing Director and CEO of Canara Robeco Asset Management Company Limited, a seasoned professional, a visionary leader. Sir, welcome to the stage. Can't wait to hear from you.
Thank you, Zinia. Good morning to everyone. I'd like to first of all extend a warm welcome to Sri Raju, the Chairman, MD and CEO of Canara Bank, who's been a mentor to me. I've learned a lot from you in the last 3 years. Thank you very much. To Habiru-san, for your constant trust in us. Mukherjee sir, thank you very much. You've supported us through thick and thin. I'd like to extend the welcome to the EDs, Oliver sir, who's on our board, Sri Vijay sir, who's the chairman of the Canara Bank board. I'd like to welcome the ED sir, Mr. Kumar, the chairman of our trustee board, Mr. Rao, and all other dignitaries from our various boards, both the board of trustees and the board of directors. So warm welcome, thank you very much for being here. I started this JV in 2007. At that time, we never thought that 18 years later, we would turn adults and our parents will allow us to fly. So thank you very, very much for the opportunity. 8 months down from 2007, we went into Lehman Brothers crisis. And we had a lot of learnings from that crisis. One of the biggest learnings we had was the corporate bond market at that time were challenged. And therefore, we did a pivot in our business and a business model because we wanted to de-risk our business from a manufacturing side, and hence we moved to equity. We used to be a mutual fund or an asset management company that used to be 85% in fixed income and 15% in debt. We did the pivot, realizing that in crisis, the equity markets have liquidity, they have a lot of depth, and therefore, we could meet redemptions at that time. Whereas during Lehman Brothers, the Reserve Bank of India had to extend an extra credit line for mutual funds to survive. We also are in what we call the T+1 business. Most of the people don't realize it. All our investors can take the money out the next day. Unlike other financial services, which are banks and insurance companies, they have a hook, which is long-term. On the banking side, it's the credit side of the book, which is long-term. And on the insurance, you have term insurance, which is a hook. We have no hooks. So the only way to be sustainable, long-term, and build an institution that can survive time is to go retail, go deep, go small ticket. It is a very difficult business to build. It's more challenging. To build a business based on 3,000 rupees SIPs is very different from building a business based on 100 crore tickets. But we've chosen to do the more difficult thing because we believe in building an institution over time. And that's where I compliment the board and our sponsors and the promoters that has given us the liberty, the understanding for this strategic vision. You'd see that we actually have coined a tagline which says inspired investing for every Indian household. It comes from when I joined the JV, Robeco had a tagline which said, delivering superior returns through inspired investing. So we took the inspired investing from there, and our vision is to get to every Indian household in the next 5 to 10 years. So we've combined the two to actually make it what it is. I'd like to thank my Mancom members who've actually got us here. So Shri, who's head of equities, Avnish, who heads fixed income, Gaurav, that heads sales. Then you have Ashwin, that's the CFO of the company, and Hilda and Upasna. Thank you very much for being truly great support and leading this company to where it is today. I just want to give you a small little example. Raju sir actually very rightly said that we actually now can participate in being, or graduating from being employees to part owners. But let me tell you what actually happened in the lift yesterday. So I got into the lift yesterday in the office building, and there was a gentleman inside, and he told me, which floor you want to go? I said, any floor which will pay me a salary, I'm happy to go there. So he says, no, but you don't look like an employee, you look like a Sahab. Sahab, for my Oryx colleagues, means an owner. And as I stepped out of the lift, and because I had just got allocations in the IPO, I realized my status has changed. I have actually become a Sahab. So thank you very much for that. Thank you. With that, this is a very historic moment. Thank you for being part of it. It's a great milestone for us as a team, and we will continue to focus on what is important, which is we'll keep the investor at the center of everything that we do, and make sure then that we deliver value through that to all our stakeholders. Thank you very much. Welcome to this ceremony.
That's yours. Can we have a loud round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? And this time I won't say Shri Rajneesh Narula, I'll say Narula Sahab. Bahut shukriya aapka. But yes, on behalf of everyone in the room, thank you so much for steering the organization through evolving landscapes and for ensuring that we all perform in a way where we keep investor trust and value creation at the center of it all. Thank you very much, sir. Well, my eyes are on that digital clock, and as you can see, we are counting down the final few minutes before the bell ringing ceremony. It is my honor to invite on stage our host for today to share his thoughts. Please join me in welcoming Sri Krishnan Iyer, Senior Vice President, NSE. So, welcome to the stage.
Shri Satyanarayana Raju, Chairman and Managing Director, Canara Bank. Kiyoshi Habiro-san, CEO, Oryx Corporation. Shri Tim Van Heest, CRO, Oryx Europe and Director, Canara Robeco AMC. Shri Rajneesh Narula, Managing Director and CEO, Canara Robeco AMC. Srimati Hilda Faber, COO, Canara Robeco AMC. Srimati Sonia Das Gupta, JM Financials, Shri Ratnadeep Acharya, SBI Capital, board members, employees, family members, media personnel, distinguished guests. Good morning and a very warm welcome to all of you in NSE for the listing ceremony of Canara Robeco Mutual Fund. NSE is proud to welcome Canara Robeco Mutual Fund to our family of listed corporates, which becomes the 2,883rd company to be listed on NSE, further strengthening the vibrant and growing ecosystem of the Indian listed enterprises. A public listing is much more than a financial event. It is a beginning of a new chapter, one that reflects the company's performance, corporate governance, leadership, and the spirit of entrepreneurship. India today stands as the fourth largest capital market in the world. And since NSE started its operations in 1994, the market capitalization of listed corporates in India has grown over 125 times, reaching 461 lakh crores or US 5.2 trillion. At NSE, our commitment has been to provide a platform that enables companies to grow, investors to participate in that growth, and India's economy to thrive. In the last 30 years, NSE has been a catalyst to the growth story of India and enabling economic growth through fund mobilization, capital formation, wealth creation, and job creation. In the calendar year 2024, NSE emerged amongst the global leaders in IPO fund mobilization, and further in financial year 2025, NSE facilitated a record 242 IPOs, collectively raising about 1.7 lakh crore, which is approximately US 20 billion. This is the highest in any financial year. And in the current financial year, we have 70 companies which have already listed and raised over 1 lakh crore in IPOs on the main board. NSE today serves more than 12 lakh crore investors all across the country, holding over 23.7 crore accounts. This is spanning 99.85% of all the PIN codes in the country, and we are proud to offer Canara Robeco AMC access to the broad investor base and a fair, efficient, and transparent market ecosystem. I congratulate the entire team of Canara Robeco AMC, the merchant bankers, SBI Capital, Access Capital, JM Financials, legal advisors, AZB and partners, PR agency, Ad Factors, and other parties who are associated in listing as a collective accomplishment. Today's listing marks the beginning of a strong partnership between NSE and Canara Robeco AMC, and we look forward to supporting you in all your future fundraising endeavors. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
Sri Krishnan Iyer, thank you so much for hosting this momentous occasion. I'm going to request you to please stay back with me because this is that point in the ceremony, my dear friends, where we conduct the ceremonial exchange of mementos between NSE and Canara Robeco. I'd like to invite Sri Rajneesh Narula to please join us on stage as Sri Krishnan Iyer will present mementos on behalf of NSE. And we begin with the iconic, the symbolic NSE bell. Yes, which will go straight to your office and remains there forever as a beautiful, a very meaningful memory of this morning. And it doesn't end there, sir. It doesn't end there. Yes, there's more coming your way. What Sri Iyer will be presenting next is a box of proud to be listed badges which are on their way to you. You'll be wearing these wonderful badges in just a few minutes from now. And lastly, Sri Krishnan Iyer is presenting the NSE Coffee Table Book. This chronicles the beautiful journey of NSE. And now, since I said this is an exchange, Sri Narula will be presenting a token of appreciation and gratitude on behalf of the Canara Robeco AMC family to NSE for this incredible partnership. Thank you very much. Narula sir, thank you so much. I'm going to request you to take your seat, and Sri Iyer, you can stay with us on stage, because what we will do next is Mr. Krishnan Iyer will be presenting mementos on behalf of NSE to the BRLMs, the legal counsels, and other partners. Up first, I'd like to invite Ms. Sonia Dasgupta, Managing Director and CEO Investment Banking, JM Financial Limited, and team to please join us on stage. Making their way to the stage now are our partners who will be receiving mementos on behalf of NSE. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome them with a very warm round of applause. And to make the most of time, I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Lionel D. Almeida, partner AZB and partners, to please make your way to the stage, our legal counsel. Keep the applause going, my dear friends. Inviting Mr. Ratnadeep Acharya, Senior Vice President, Investment Banking, SBI Capital Markets Limited, who's here with his team. Welcome. Inviting forward Mr. Prateek Lunkar, Managing Director, Axis Capital Limited, and team to please make your way to the stage. All right, just making sure we get our best shot. Mr. Lunkar from Axis Capital with his team on stage now. And inviting forward our communication partner at Factors. Welcome, sir. Good morning. Sri Iyer will now be presenting the memento on behalf of NSE to our communication partner at Factor. Chaturvedi, thank you so much for joining us here this morning. All right, Sri Iyer, I'm going to request you to please take your seat. We are on 9:55. I'm being very mindful of it. I'd like to invite Sri Rajneesh Narula, Ms. Hilda Faber, Sri Ashwin Purohit, CFO, Canara Robeco AMC, and Mr. Sri Datta Bhanvalkar, Head of Equities, Canara Robeco AMC, to please join us on stage. We'll make use of the next few minutes. This is how we will say a big thank you to all of our partners. We'd like to welcome the team from SBI Capital Markets. Please join us on stage. And ladies and gentlemen, you'll all agree with me when I say that it is the partnership of every single team that's walking on stage. Some very long nights, discussions, conversations making this happen. Yes, sir, please go ahead and present the memento to them. While I'm inviting you all to please clap, Dil Se, for all of our partners. And let's welcome the team from Axis Capital, Team Axis Capital Limited. Good morning, welcome. Let's hear it for Axis Capital Limited. And I'd like to invite forward the team from JM Financial Limited. Team JM Financial Limited, making it happen for us. Thank you for this great teamwork. I'd like to welcome forward our legal counsel, AZB and partners. Team AZB and partners, we're ready to receive you on stage. A very important set of people making sure we've been legally sound throughout the process. Let's hear it for them, everyone. Come on. And I'd like to invite Team GSA Advocates and Solicitors. Team JSA Advocates and Solicitors, please make your way to the stage. Yes, keep the claps going, everyone. Okay, now as we can all see, it's 9:58 a.m. on the clock, which means it is time for us to prepare ourselves for the bell ringing ceremony. So we're going to pause the memento ceremony at this moment, and I'd like to invite all of our dignitaries on stage. Sri Krishnan Iyer, inviting Mr. Tim Van Hest, Kiyoshi Habiro-san, Sri K. Satyanarayana Raju, Sri Y.N. Rao, requesting you to please join us on stage. Okay, now this is how we do it, all right? While our dignitaries on stage know exactly what to do, I'm going to invite you all to join me in the final 10 seconds, okay? So we count the final 10 seconds all together, because I think that's the best way to do it. So while you can keep your camera phones on standby, and please remain seated in your seats because the cameras back there are capturing this moment live. And I want to ask all of you the quintessential question. Canara Robeco, are you ready? Yes. That sounds like 50% of you. Let's try and bring the roof down. Are you ready? Yes. Okay, fantastic. On standby, everyone. Final 10 seconds. We count down together, after which you can make the loudest round of applause and make some noise. Here we go. All together with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Canara Robeco Asset Management Company Limited, you are officially listed at the National Stock Exchange of India. I would call that round of applause just a warm-up, everyone. I need to hear you loud and clear. Come on, let the sound resound in the NSC building. Yes. Many, many, many congratulations. A proud moment. This is going to be a marker in the legacy of performance, partnership, and purpose that all of us share as the Canara Robeco Asset Management Company family. Okay, so what we're doing now is capturing this iconic moment. The stage is looking beautiful and colorful. Yeah, that's how we do it here, yeah? Helping each other out. Everyone give us your best smiles. And one more round of applause, everyone. Come on. Let's make this morning count. thank you to all of our dignitaries. I'd like to request Sri Narula, Ms. Faber, Sri Purohit and Sri Bhanwalkar to please stay back on stage. Yes, sir, please.
Actually, my special thanks to Sri Rakesh Sharma ji, the IDBI Bank, currently is MD CEO of IDBI Bank, and he was earlier MD and CEO of Canara Bank and the chairman of this Canara Robeco AMC. Thank you so much for coming all the way and blessing us, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, and welcome, sir. Thank you for being here. All right, we're continuing with the mementos. I'd like to invite forward our statutory auditors, Borkar and Mazumdar, chartered accountants, and team. Please make your way to the stage. And ladies, gentlemen, my dear friends, let's keep the applause going. Inviting forward the team from ICA. Team or a representative from ICA. If you're in the room, yes, that's you. Please make your way. Thank you so much to Team Borkar and Majumdar. Thank you very much. Team ICA is here and we're going to welcome them with a very warm round of applause. Inviting the team from Print Trade Issues India Private Limited. All right, let me quickly check. Do we have a representative from Print Trade Issues in the room? Okay, I believe they are not here. Inviting forward team at Factors. Sir, welcome. Our communications partner who have ensured that the noise and the sound of this listing ceremony and this IPO issues reaches far and wide. Let's give it up for Adfactors. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Well, with that, we come to the end of the memento exchange ceremony. We've been celebrating all of our partners in this ceremony, celebrating the trust, the vision, and the shared progress. Okay, I'm going to request our dignitaries to stay on stage because what's going to happen next is very, very special. I'd like to invite Sri Krishnan Iyer. Sir, if you could please join us on stage. It's the instant world, and at NSE, we're one step forward. Sri Iyer is now presenting a beautiful frame which captures moments before the bell ringing ceremony that took place on this stage. Yes, this is what we call the Insta moment of the morning. This is how we stay fast forward and ahead of the curve. But really the question is, whose desk this frame is going to go to, right? So this is for you, for the Canara Robeco family, a beautiful gesture from Team NSC. All right, so everyone's just making sure that they've got their right profile in the frame. The light is great, I can assure you. You're all looking fantastic. Let's hear it for our amazing leadership team on stage. They've been at the helm of it all, making things happen. Thank you so much to all of our dignitaries. Please take your seat. Ms. Faber, I'm going to request you to stay back with me. Sure, absolutely. It's a very special occasion, and it's time to hear from Ms. Hilda Faber.
Hi. I just want to extend a word of thanks. So to start, a big thanks to NSC for hosting us today and making this such a special occasion. Of course, also a big thanks to our shareholders, Canara Bank and Oryx Corporation Europe. Without your guidance and your continued support for the last 2 years, this wouldn't have been possible. Of course, also a really big thanks to our banks, SBI Caps, Access Capital, and JM Financial. Without your support, your guidance, and all the late-nighters, we wouldn't have been able to pull this off. Of course, also to the lawyers, the legal counsels, AZB, JSA, and of course, Linkletters, who is not here today. Also a big thanks to MUFG, our RTA, AdFactors, our PR and advertising agency, and of course our print trade. And finally, a really big thanks to all the amazing people at Canara Robeco who has helped us in achieving this journey. No matter how small or big your contribution was, it has helped us to be here and get here today. So all of you, you matter and you're important in this journey. And then finally, I just want to say that 2 years ago, we started this journey that brought us here today. We are honored by the trust that investors have put in us, and we are very excited to continue this journey, prove that we're worth that trust, and to build an institution for generations. Thank you so much.
Ms. Hilda Faber, thank you very much. On days like these, gratitude is always in order. So thank you for doing that on behalf of all of us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we come to the end of this listing ceremony. Can we have one thunderous round of applause for what we just witnessed? Yes, you made it. A journey that lasted 2 years takes fruition today. But the good news is that a brand new journey has just begun, one that will be highlighted with partnership, trust, innovation, and of course, value creation. I'm Xenia Fernandez, and once again, thank you everyone for not just being here with us and gracing this occasion, but making it so much more meaningful with your applause and with your energy. Refreshments have been served outside. The stage is now all yours for photo opportunities. Have a phenomenal day, everyone. Thank you. Thank you once again. My pleasure.